How can we work with the tuples again here? This is an example. We will use the data that we familiar to score.csv that we will read it from the file. Okay, so let's start uploading the score.csv to your Google Colab virtual machine. Uh, a moment, I will upload the score.csv. This is my score.csv. Okay. Okay. Once it finish uploading this file, it will appear in your the left tab here. Okay. I'll read all of data here. So the file is open score.csv, and I'll read all scores stored in the list. So it's quite simple. I will make it like all scores is empty list. We start with all scores as an empty list, and then for line in file. Okay, I'll split everything in the line and store it into all scores. So I will all scores dot append line dot strip dot split, because the score and ID, all of them are separated by a comma. So it will, I'll add it like this. But if we add it like this, it will a list of lists, right? Let's check. File.close and just show all scores, the first 10 elements of the list. So you can see that all of them are the list, and it is the list of lists. So we have to change it to a tuple first. So we make it to be the tuple here. Yeah. So everything is fine here, right? Yes. So you can skip the first line. You can do many things after this. So for example, if you want to pop the first all score here, because the first element is the header, so you can pop it out. So all score dot pop 0, and check all score again, and you will see that now our data here is the list of the tuples that already okay, the header is already removed, right? Okay, but maybe you think that this is an ID, but all of them should be the integer. So, or maybe you think that this one should be all integers. So it's quite simple that you have to add the list comprehension here to make them all integer. In x for x in line dot split, just check the result. Okay, I think in line dot strip dot split. Okay, list in line dot strip dot split here, and I'll just check list this. We have to, because the first line is still the header, so we cannot pop it out here if we want to change it, because the first line is still the header. So we can skip the first one, skip the first one, right? So skip is skipped, already skipped. Okay, is false. Okay. If not skip, continue to skip the first one, and skip is true, already skipped. Okay, so I think it's correct now, right? Just print the first 10 elements. That's enough. So now, can you see? Now we can read all data and store all of them in the tuples already. Okay, so now it's quite simple that now you can work using this loop also, right? So for example, you can print for all score for student score in all scores and print the student score. The first one is the ID, and for the remaining is the score. Okay, so you can submit, and you will see that now your data view is already like this. Okay, so you can after you can read all of them into and store it into the list. Like in this case, I store it into a list of the tuples, same as the list of lists, but it you can reduce the memory used. Okay, so it's much less than the memory used in the list. So guys, I hope that you can see we can work with the tuples now. And next, I'll introduce you some other data structure of the Python.